few months later, motherfucker. A few months later, after grabbing those teeth, I'm a hipster in Seattle, and I dye my hair green. I got 14 earrings in my lip, and a giant spacer on my ear. I shave half of my head, and I comb over the rest of the hair over the bald side. Oh baby, yeah, get me my caramel double shot macchiato espresso, and my beard oils. Yeah, my beard oil, I need it for my giant Paul Bunyan beard. And also a pair of glasses that have absolutely no use because there's no lenses in them. They're only there for show. A hipster in Seattle. Here we go.
Thank you, Stepan.
016861654. 016861654. I said 016861654. Oh. 046861654. Milk.
Come again, yo.
046861694. Oh yeah, but I'm Bob Scuba Bow. How could you forget when it sounds so cool? You buy my chocolate. Yeah, you eat the chocolate, and then you get the raffle too.
Yo, may I help you?
Yes.
56743218542. Now I don't remember the fucking number.
Draw a ticket, please.
Aww. Bum, bum. Elevator music sounds great. I love to listen in a ride up the building. Chop. You're going to kill him by shooting him in the balls. You always aim for the pee-pee head in the ball. You unload the shotgun blast. He won't not last when he has it in the balls. Oh, it ended. I was singing. Come on. I was doing the Max Payne elevator music. What the hell? Who's whistling? Whistle while you work. Whistle while you die. He's in the toilet. Always flush. Always flush twice. Come on. Ride balloons now. Ride those balloons now. You know you want to do it, Diddy. It ain't gonna be very pretty, but you'll beat the stage and you will survive. You will not singe your monkey high. Come on. Yeah. Here we go.
It's
now.
Tevin's fault.
Diddy Kong now in the house. Diddy Kong. All right. Oh, what a stage that was, man. Thank you, Big Bench, for the sub, 6-month sub. Thank you. I am fucking Sonic, and I'm fucking fast and shit. I run the speed of sound. Now leave me the fuck alone. I am fucking Sonic. I just finished 420 blazing it. That's why my eyes are all bloodshot. Do you have a bag of Funyuns? Yeah. Did you see my new movie poster? My body is oddly muscled and ribbled. It's creepy. Alright, we got Sonic. We got him. Nice. Goodbye to Brian. She was a fat bitch, and she fucks the fuck. Someone please shut up this dude who's being a moron. If I could get down on my hands and knees and say thank you and still be on camera, I would do it. Fun! I'm playing a woodwind instrument. I'm Japanese. I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills. Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
Just the tip, please.
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
Big upstart Dave. Folded hands.
I love Hulk Hogan's dick. If I could get down on my hands and knees and say thank you and still be on camera, I would do it. Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
Life is good. Thanks for all the entertainment and friendship. Folded hands.
Combat tested, Doom guy approved. Double kill. I love it. Don't call it a comeback. Back. Triple kill. Damn. Combat tested, Doom guy approved. Exploded. He exploded too. Exploded. He exploded too. Exploded. He exploded too. www. Exploded. He exploded too. Exploded. He exploded too. Someone please shut up this dude who's being a moron. Noobs with shotguns. What the fuck? Oh, look, another shotgun. Noobs with Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this show on the road. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this very special, very important marathon stream event. The Ziggy Piggy is here. I don't want any drama in the stream chat. So thank you, everyone, for being here. I really appreciate it. A very important day, very important stream. A good day in regards to gaming. Like, I'm very excited for today. I've been anticipating today for a very long time. At the very same time, it's basically, to me, it's been a very stressful 24 hours. Oh, Jasper Kitty, he's going to start up. You guys want to see Jasper Kitty before we begin? Jasper, do you want to see the audience? Jasper Kitty, here, hold on. Hold on, everybody. Jasper, oh, how dare you? You grabbed my glasses. How dare you grab my glasses? You little frisky guy. Come here. Come here. I want to show you to the audience. Here we go. Since Jasper will likely not be here again on the stream today, I just wanted to show him to everybody. Here he is. Oh, Jasper Kitty. He doesn't want me to hold him at all. He's biting me. All right. Now he licks me. First he bites me, then he licks me. You're a nut. I wanted to show him because he's probably not going to be in here once gameplay starts. My wife is coming home in about an hour from work. And then he will likely not be in here anymore.
So when I laugh and I go,
he bit me. All right. He's silly. He's playing. He bites and then he licks because that's how he plays.
No.
All right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the marathon stream, and welcome to a very important event for me. Like I said, it's been a hell of a 24 hours. I've been very nervous. Barely slept last night. You know, because of the importance of today. And I just want to say up front, first of all, thank you to all of you who've been supporting me all along the way. All right. Thank you to everyone who has been here for me to get me through tough times over the years, the 12 plus years I've been a content creator. The way I see it, this is just another hurdle. This is just another hurdle to overcome. I hope we can do it today. All right. So let's just get the elephant out of the room. All right. Let's get the elephant out of the room. I lost my Twitch partnership on April 21st. I don't know why. There's no explanation. Twitch has not told me why. All right. I'm still here streaming on Twitch. So apparently they're okay with me streaming on their site. They don't think I broke any terms of service in that regard. I just lost the partnership with no actual explanation at all. Okay? I've been streaming since, and you guys have been incredibly supportive. Many people have stepped up and been giving a lot of support in regards to tips. And also there's people who have stepped up and, have pledged to my Patreon. Okay? And I appreciate that very much. But I knew what was going to end up happening was that come the middle of this month, I was going to have to pay my mortgage, and I was going to have to pay my back tax payment to the federal government. So, I did as much as I possibly could over the course of this month. I paid everything I could, and all the excess, that came in via support, I saved up and has already, either paid bills, or I have some of it to pay some of this stuff. But my mortgage is due tomorrow. The back tax payment is due on the 20th and is automatically taken out of my bank account. And I've got other bills as well. For example, on Monday, I got to go grocery shopping. I actually have to pay for my car registration, which is due within the next week. And among other things this month. And normally I would get my Twitch partner payment on the 15th or right before the 15th of the month. Okay? Now, usually it would be the Friday because Twitch doesn't pay on weekends. They only pay on weekdays. So I would always get a payment, like the 13th, 14th, or 15th of every month, depending on what day of the week it was. And that payment would come, and that was from all of your subs and all of your cheering, okay? And that payment would pay my mortgage, would pay the back taxes, and would pay any of these other things that pop up, and actually would give me a little bit of free wiggle room for the rest of the month until I got paid by YouTube. The YouTube payment, you usually pay things such as my federal tax payment for each month, not the back taxes, but my regular tax payment and my month-end expenses such as my health insurance and stuff like that. Okay? Problem is, the Twitch partner payment doesn't exist anymore. Some people have been speculating I would get it. I have not gotten it. And today would be the day I would get it if I was going to get it. I have requested from Twitch multiple times an explanation on if I would still get what I earned in April, what I feel they owe me, and they have dodged the question and not answered at all, referred me to their legal department, which I then asked the legal department, and they didn't answer me either. Okay? So this sucks. I'm not gonna lie, this sucks. So, right now, the truth of the matter is, I'm nervous about the future, obviously. I have worked this month to try to make it so that I could stay on Twitch. As you see, I've implemented things here on the stream to try to make it as if that we never lost the partnership. I implemented better Twitch TV this week, so that we could all have emotes again, and now we actually have more emotes than we ever had before. This morning, by the way, I implemented the things that I promised you. The things that I promised you would happen. For example, Ask the King questions are now available. Well, the command to ask the questions for Ask the King is now available. If you type ! Ask the King into the stream chat. Ask the King, by the way, will be the end of this month.
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
Okay.
I needed money for milk, eggs,
retro
bread, red
replay
meat,
voting
sauce,
is
and blue
now
gold
live.
bond, barbas,
Alright,
Alexi,
which we'll
hot
talk about
def,
in
and
just a moment.
Rockport song,
Okay.
I really do.
You guys will be able to vote on 7 different games that you nominated, which one of them will become a marathon stream and then a full playthrough. Alright? So, all this stuff is going on, and, this month, I've done my best to stay positive and feel like things are going to work out. And thank you to those who did support the streams and contribute via tipping or pledging to my Patreon. Yes, you did help a ton. This goal that I'm trying to raise today is not what I would usually make from Twitch. This is actually dramatically less than what I would be making on a monthly basis from Twitch if I had subs and cheers still. Alright? This is greatly reduced as a result of the fact that you guys we're being so supportive. All right. Now, here's the thing. You may say, oh, well, this is a lot. You're right. I feel terrible. Like I said, I barely got any sleep last night. This sucks. It really does. I was hoping that, number one, you know, the Twitch payment would come through. Number two, that there would be some kind of resolution. There's been nothing. All right? It's obvious. I'm not going to get back in the partner program. Twitch doesn't care for whatever reason. I don't know what happened. They probably will never tell me at this point. It's been 3 weeks. Why would they tell me now? And I've done my best to try to stay here on Twitch. Now, I don't know. The question is, if I were to leave Twitch and I were to go to YouTube, okay, what would happen? Would all of a sudden, would I start getting other support via, say, memberships, super chats, or would it not offset the fact that I'm going to a website where the chat is terrible, there doesn't feel like a sense of community, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like it might be a double-edged sword. Yes, there'd be other opportunities for people to contribute, but no, we would lose our community that I built here for so long over the past, 4.5 years, and I've been streaming on Twitch, let's face it, since 2013, but I've been a full-time streamer for 4.5 years, right? Now, also, I didn't even know if I was going to be able to stream today because I got false copyright strikes against the channel. If you don't notice, if you look at the channel, there's no artwork at all, no banners on the channel. I got false strikes against the banners last night, claiming that the person who made the banners is DMCA taking me down. No, they're not. Okay? It's bullshit. It's fake. So I already did a counter notification. So that's good because I got it cleared up in time for today's stream. But I might not have even been able to stream today. I don't know what would have happened. This really sucks. Now, just so you guys know, if this stream gets shut down for any reason today, whether it be a false copyright strike, whether it be something else, okay, we are going to move over to YouTube. I'm going to move over and I'm going to continue to stream over on DSP Gaming on YouTube. I hope that doesn't happen, all right? But the fact that people already are doing things to try to take down the stream with false DMCA claims and shit, I wouldn't be shocked if something else happens. So I'm just forewarning all of you that this is, there's potential that we may have to move over to YouTube. I don't want to, okay? But hopefully this is fine and everything, works out normally and there's no issues today. Fair enough? So if you want to contribute, type ! Tip into the stream chat and please send me a tip. That's what we're tracking here, the running tips goal for the day. Yes, it is huge, and I 100% agree with you, it is huge. Now, one thing I want to say. If we hit this goal, this would be tremendous. This would mean I'd be able to pay my mortgage tomorrow. I'd be able to pay my back tax payment. I'd be able to pay my car registration. And it would give me a little bit of, like I said, a wiggle room for the next week or two until I get paid by YouTube. That's why this goal is what it is. All right? If we don't hit this goal, it's not the end of the world, but obviously it's going to put me into a bad situation where something's not going to get paid. And I got to make a choice of what's it going to be. You know what I mean? It's going to be very, very, very tight for me, not good. I don't know what else to say. I mean, just being very honest with all of you, okay? Now, by the way, this is not, oh my God, Phil's trying to raise this money out of the blue. This is what I normally would have made. If I were still a partner with Twitch, I would have made this. I would have. This isn't anything outside of what I
Thanks for the money,
on
stupid
a monthly
fuck.
basis. All right?
Baby symbol.
And I understand
Money with
people are
wings.
saying, well,
Baby
what
symbol.
you need to do, Phil, is
Money
you need to
with
scale down
wings.
your lifestyle.
Baby
You need
symbol.
to be able to
Money
spend
with
less.
wings.
I'm
Men
trying
holding
to do
hands.
that. The problem
Men
is, what
holding
you guys don't
hands.
seem to understand is, what I owe is from previous years. I'm not racking up bills now. I don't have any bills to rack up. I have no credit.
Thanks
What
for
I
the
have
money,
is
stupid
mortgage
fuck.
and taxes. That's
Call
what's
me.
killing me right now.
He has
And
YouTube
these
ready
are
to go
commitments I
Hestus
have
trying to
to
get
make.
as many
I
shekels from
have
Twitch
to pay,
as
and
he
I have to
can.
make these commitments. It sucks that that's the case, but, previous years, they add up and they put you in a situation where these are unavoidable debts now. Okay? So, this sucks. I'll be very honest with you. I'm excited for today. I love Mass Effect 1. One of my favorite games of all time. I'm very much looking forward to playing this game with all of you today, experiencing this new version of it, seeing what they've changed and improved. It's going to be a great stream no matter what, okay? If we don't hit the goal, it's not, oh my God, doom and gloom, I'm depressed, I'm never going to stream again. Any little bit that you guys contribute helps. That's the thing that I kind of want to emphasize today. Please understand something. If you tip me $1, that helps. It's not that people think, oh man, I can't, there's no way I can make a dent in that goal. Listen, Anything helps. Anything I raise today helps. Okay? I want you guys to understand that. So, please, if you can contribute today, please do. What I'm hoping is that
Thanks for the
after I
money,
get past
stupid
this hurdle,
fuck.
this is the one
My
fucking
car
hurdle
taxes were
that I knew was coming.
$18,639.92 just this month.
Everything else coming up, hopefully now I'll be able to figure out and pay easily. And, you know, with your support, of course. And hopefully moving forward, things will be all right. I can't guarantee that because, again, my problem is whenever I get to a good point in my life financially, something screws me over. Right? Something totally screws me over. I told you guys earlier, just a month ago, I said I'm in a good financial position this year because now I'm in a position where I can basically pay everything. I can, you know, get caught up. I can pay all my taxes like I'm supposed to. For the first time in years, hopefully I won't have a back tax payment that I owe now. And everything would be good, right? And then what happens? I lose my Twitch partnership for no reason. It's like every time that it looks like I'm going to come back, things are financially getting better, something else happens to screw me over. Every time. Okay? So, this sucks. Now, what I'm hoping is, moving forward, I'll be able to make this not happen again, or at least reduce this from happening every month. Like, this is ridiculous right now. Because this blindsided me 3 weeks ago. I had no idea it was going to happen. Right? And here we are in a bad situation. I'm hoping that
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
I'm hoping that
Get a job, J.O.B. today's job, J. Philip Brunel.
And everything, it'll be enough to cover all of this again next month. It won't be, oh my God, the sky is falling. I can't afford anything moving forward. You know what I'm saying? I hope. But what can I say? I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I have no idea what's going to happen in the future at this point. This is my life. It's completely unstable. I would love, because someone literally said on the pre-stream chat this morning, Phil, when the hell is your life ever going to be stable? So it's not like, oh my God, a panic mode again and again. I don't know. I don't want it to be like this, man. I hate this. I absolutely hate this. But I don't know what the best option is. If I go to YouTube, right? Is it going to necessarily make anything better? I don't know. You guys have outright come out in the last 3 weeks and said, please, if you can, stay on Twitch. We love the community here. And a lot of people have stepped up and supported in a big way to try to keep me here. And I'm trying to stay here, you know. It is what it is. I'm doing my best, and I want to stay here, man. All right? So, today, if you support the stream, thank you in advance. I'm going to give a shout-out for every contribution, obviously. Also, here's another thing. If you cannot tip me today, for whatever reason, let's say you're staunchly against tipping via PayPal. You hate tipping via PayPal. You can
Thanks for the money,
to my
stupid
Patreon
fuck.
at patreon.com/darksidephil.
God doesn't exist, BC. Phil touches himself
And
at
I will
night.
periodically be monitoring Patreon today just to see if anyone is a new pledgee, and I will give a shout out to people who pledged to my Patreon today as well. All right? I'll just give you whatever your screen name is on there, whatever you made it. You know, I'll just give you a say, hey, shout out to, for example, hey, shout out to Ricky, who pledged $5 to my Patreon yesterday. There you go. I had a new person yesterday, so shout out to them, and I'll give shout outs to those who also pledged to Patreon. I don't know how to make pop-ups happen yet. All right? But I just thought you could integrate it. I looked. I don't think that it works. I don't. So I don't think I could do that. But I will give shout outs there. I will give shout outs for tips. All right? Now, the usual rewards are in effect. Nothing has changed. All right? We're going to have, at $50, Gunner glasses, at $100 a vest. Here's what we'll do. Every $100, if you guys want to see me put on a different vest, we could switch vests all day long. All right? As silly as that sounds, you know, I want to put on headphones for Mass Effect, so I'm not going to be able to wear a hat, but I could switch we could do a freaking vest-arama here. We can switch between the vests over the course of the day. Okay? So she's like, what about wearing 3 vests for? No, that's stupid.
Thanks for the money,
the most
stupid
I've done
fuck.
is wear 2 vests. If people
I
really
don't
wanted
have
that,
money to
just
do
it.
it. Smirking
It doesn't really add
face.
anything, and most people have said that that's stupid anyway. They just like seeing the vest in general, and maybe people want to see different vests over the course of the day or whatever, right? Okay.
Thanks
So-
for the money, stupid fuck.
That's the deal.
Troll
Now,
Army
how's today
Rise.
gonna work?
More bands taunts
Mass
tips.
Effect Legendary Edition. I'm excited for this, man. We're gonna do character creation, of course. Gonna make a new Phil Shepard. Hopefully make him look like me this time around. Gonna start up. We're gonna play, have a good time. There will be periodic breaks. They won't be frequent. I'm gonna take a break at the end of pre-stream as usual. And then I'm gonna start up with gameplay. I'll probably have one very short break just to like use the restroom or whatever between like 2 and 3. And then around 4:30-ish, 4:30 p.m.-ish, I'm taking a real break, about a half an hour, to eat dinner with my wife. We're just because some people will already ask, what are you eating? We're just going to have some kind of I think it's Kung Pao chicken stir fry. So she's going to make that quickly. I'm going to run downstairs, eat with her, and then come right back to stream. Okay? So, yes, it'll be around, that'll be my dinner for the day. And then after that, I'll come right back to stream around 5 to play for at least another 2 to 3 hours. Like I said, I want to get a good tear into Mass Effect today. The game is lengthy, not as long as the other Mass Effects, but it's still a pretty decent length game. So to get a good chunk into it today would be great. Okay. All right, and that's it. Then right back to the stream, and then continuing on. And the stream will roughly run, I will say, probably to around 8 p.m. It really depends on my stamina. You know, that's really what it depends on. My stamina. If if I'm feeling good and everything, and we're having a great time together and we're enjoying Mass Effect, and I'll keep going as long as I can. But at a point I have to basically stop streaming to rest my voice and recharge for tomorrow, because tomorrow is just another day, another full streaming day. Tomorrow it's going to be Returnal on the first stream, and tomorrow night's late stream is going to be
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
And then on
All
Sunday,
other breaks are fake.
it's going to be more Mass Effect continuing on the main stream, and then Sunday night it's going to be Danganronpa V3 continuing on, the double murder clash trial continuing on. All right, pretty good. I hope you guys are excited for Mass Effect. And by the way, like
Cat
I
has a
said, this will
master's
continue
degree
no matter
in
what.
box
Whether we
dinners.
tip skull or not, whether the stream gets taken down by false DMCA claims or not, I will still be here on the stream here with you guys today. All right, I'm not gonna, nothing's gonna happen here where it can be like, oh, Phil's gonna stop streaming. No, no, that's not gonna happen. All right, okay. Alrighty. Alright, guys. That's really all I have to say. Really, and here's the thing. Again, I want to say this up front. I'm nervous. I'm upset. I don't like being put in this position. As you know, I did not have to do any kind of streams like this at all last year. Last year, the amazing positivity of the Vest streak was crazy, right? It was absolutely crazy, the positivity that we saw here. And there was no emergencies. There were no problems last year. Everything was just, great. And I didn't have to do any kind of crazy stuff, man. And now it's just different because of this shitty thing that happened to me. And I don't want to have to do this every month. I hope I don't have to do this or anything like this every month. Okay? I really hope that we're in a situation where things will level out and I'll be able to adjust and everything will be all right. But I have to get to that point. And the problem is, in the short term, there was no way I was going to do that. When within a month of me losing a giant amount of revenue I used to make, there was no way that was going to happen. Okay? Okay. All right. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I want to talk about or mention before, we get started here. Any other topics or whatever that have been affecting me? I mean, not in particular. There's always stupid drama all over the internet that I don't care about. I don't care about fucking... I guarantee you today, oh my god, Phil's doing a marathon. He's trying to raise this much. I can't believe it. I don't care. I don't fucking care, man. I just don't care about any of that shit anymore. I can't. How could I care about it? Seriously. How could I care about it at this point? I can't, There's too much fucking drama around everything. Again, there would be no drama if things didn't happen to me. Not things that I did, but things that happened to me. If I didn't lose my Twitch partnership for no reason, we wouldn't be where we are today. Right? So it fucking sucks. I hate having to do shit like this. I do. I just want to have fun gameplay streams every day and have a good time with you guys. That's what it's all about, man. I don't want to have this nonsense. This is drama, and you got drama viewers here now. Oh, look, Phil's doing his marathon. Let's go drama views and stuff. Yeah, I'm so frustrated. I'm upset. I'm I'll be honest. Yeah, today I'm kind of depressed about the situation that I have to do this. I'm not happy at all. Like I said, I barely got any sleep last night. It fucking sucks. But I hope we can get, like everything, all the adversity that I have faced, all right, in the last 12 years, I've always managed to somehow overcome it. So I hope that today we can, collectively we can overcome this one. Get me through the next couple of weeks and go from there. Okay? All right, let's do shout-outs because some people have already started contributing, and I want to, say, I'm grateful. So here we go. We start off today with Lady Jess Strike, who was the first tipper of the stream. Tipped me $10, and here's my DJ request, Thugs on the Flow, performed by MC DSP. That's correct, if you don't realize it, all right? It was my Mass Effect playthrough from over 10 years ago. Crap. That the whole Thugs on the Flow song originated from. That was the first remix.
Are you a functional retard?
That was ever made for me. Ever. On the internet. And as a result of that, a bunch of songs were made. The songs that we listen to every single day here during the breaks and on pre-stream. Right? Pretty cool.
Miserable.
Right? It was a really cool time back then. 10 years ago, there was no trolling or negativity like there is today. Instead, it was everyone was happy that people were putting free and fun content on the internet. They wanted to celebrate it in their own way by making remixes and do fun and positive stuff. And that's where Thugs on the Flow originated. In the very first original playthrough of Mass Effect 1 that I did over 10 years ago. It'll be exciting to play it again. It'll be exciting.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills.
So thank you, Lady Jess Strike, for getting things started today. I really appreciate that. I got an anonymous $1.30 tip. They said, let's get that ball rolling. Thank you to the anonymous $1.30 tipper. I appreciate that. Eternal Napalm has tipped me $5. He says, Mass Effect is one of my favorite games, too. It blew me away with the character interactions, the storytelling, and the cinematography. It's an amazing sci-fi story. One of my favorite sci-fi stories. I played it 3 times, and I will again someday. Yes, Mass Effect blew me away as well. Now, keep in mind, when I played Mass Effect 1, all right, I hadn't ever played a game from BioWare. That was my first BioWare game. I didn't play Dragon Age. I didn't play Knights of the Old Republic. I didn't play any of those games from them. My first exposure to this type of game. And I was like, holy crap, it really blew me away. It actually knocked my freaking socks off. I was like, damn. I love Hulk Hogan's dick. That was really interesting and exciting how well the game was made. And the fact that the narrative was interesting, right? The narrative was so interesting, and the characters felt realistic, and you could have these meaningful conversations. The dialogue choices. I don't think at that point I'd ever played a game with those kind of dialogue choices before. Yeah.
Tiger,
How do you tip?
Tiger.
Type exclamation point tip into the stream chat. It'll bring up the link. I'm trying to do it because some people are saying it, but the thing is the command times out. I'm able to type it, but the command will time out if people keep doing it over and over and over. The command will not.
PayPal is a network of interconnected
the
banking
will not
institutions
work
that
repeatedly,
use a magnetic striped receptacle.
But the moderators are able to do
digitally
it, and I am able to
to
do it. We're able to manually bring it up.
Funds
okay?
from one entity
my
to another in a legal and a monitored capacity.
Or
it is reported
you can pledge to my Patreon
to
at
the
patreon.com/darksidephil. As I said, if you don't want to tip today, you hate PayPal for whatever reason, but you still want to contribute, you can pledge to my Patreon. I'll be periodically checking in on my Patreon, maybe like once an hour, I'll check to see if I have any new patron pledges, and I'll give a shout out to anyone who's a new patron pledgee here. Okay? Fair enough? Okay, cool. All right, anyway, yeah, Mass Effect blew me away on multiple levels. The graphics, the dialogue choices, the personal characters and interactions between them that felt real. The characters in Mass Effect feel like real characters. They didn't feel like disposable video game characters.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? Because they have such detailed backstories and everything that it really, like, impressed me. And, you know, this was a time when I had been a professional Street Fighter player. Or I should say a competitive Street Fighter player, not a pro. I wasn't really pro because no one made a living doing it back then. But I basically was playing Street Fighter so much, I missed out on so much in the realm of console gaming. And Mass Effect was one of those games that I played it and I was like, oh my god, this is like incredibly good. I couldn't believe how good it was. I was blown away at the quality of the game. So, yeah, pretty, you know, I feel like it kind of changed.
You want to play the fucking
I do.
game?
I feel like Mass Effect made it so that people realize you could have these kind of games with meaningful characters and interactions. It's not just about the combat. It's not just about the grind of gameplay. And also it was sci-fi. You know, there's very few and far between great sci-fi games out there. So having something that was
So if you're going to be an asshole, you're
epic
going to be
sci-fi
treated like an
universe
asshole. You're going to be
was
shown the
also
door.
very entertaining. You know, I grew up a fan of Star Trek, and the fact that this kind of feels like Star Trek on steroids, right? Good stuff. Hey there, babe says, I don't want to be spoiled. You don't want to be spoiled on a game that's like 13 years old, huh? All right, then. All right. Soul Potato 07 took me $1.36. So Phil, I love your content. You know, I can't do much, but you know, in regards of contributing, but I hope you do achieve your target. Otherwise, if you want to go to YouTube, that'd be a good idea. I think your fans and supporters would not have any problem heading over there and supporting you there. Good luck. Well, thank you. And, you know, it's not... Here's the thing. It's not a matter of... For me, it's not a matter of, oh, if I move to YouTube, no one's going to come over there and support me. I don't believe that. I believe that no matter where I go, that I have a group of supporters who like what I do, love who I am as a content creator, and they're going to follow me and support me no matter where I go. My issue is, I would feel like that's losing 4.5 years of community building.
What do?
You know what I'm saying? Like, 4.5 years.
Retard. I have to ask.
That I've been a full-time
They
streamer
are.
here on Twitch. In 4.5 years, where I have been building something that I feel is fun and organic every day. When I play games, it's not just about games. It's about having fun. It's about being entertaining. It's about having a community with interactions. And I know many of you, you know, we talk every day, right? It feels more like we're hanging out than something all super serious. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't feel like, oh, I have to put out a gameplay stream today because that's my job. It's no, I'm going to go hang out with a bunch of people and enjoy games. It's going to be a good day, right? So it's not that I don't think people wouldn't come and support. I think they would. But I feel that we're going to lose that sense of community because YouTube chat sucks. YouTube chat is almost unmoddable. You could do some things to make it feel similar to this, but not all. You know, it's a bunch of comments. It's almost uncontrollable. People can within a minute make a troll account, go on there and say something absolutely disgusting. Moderation over there is way tougher. And let's also be honest here. 4.5 years of being here, building up a list of
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
Here and they're gonna be nasty and
How
toxic.
are you
Let's
losing
come out.
that community if
In
they would
comparison
follow
to,
you to
say,
YouTube?
You know, going to a site where
If I could get down on my hands and knees and say
starting from
thank you and still be on
scratch,
camera, I would do
right?
it.
I just know it would be a terrible nightmare, right? I know it. I know it will be an absolutely terrible nightmare. So, WizKnocker tipped me $1.30 says, is there a backup plan if we don't hit the goal? As I said, if we hit the goal, this is outstanding today. If we hit the goal today, that would mean not only can I pay my mortgage tomorrow,
I don't care.
but I can pay my back tax payment in 5 days, and I can pay my car registration, and, you know, it will give me a little bit of wiggle room until I get paid by YouTube. In about, YouTube will pay me in roughly a week and a half. And then the YouTube payment should be enough. Between what I make daily on streams with regular tips and YouTube payment coming up, that should be enough to pay my federal taxes for the month. That should be enough to get me settled until next month. okay? But, you know, if I don't hit it, it's not the end of the world, but I'm hoping that at the very least I can make enough here to pay my mortgage, or else I'm in big trouble, you know? But, no. He said, do you have any emergency backup plan? Like, what? What exactly would there be? I'm curious. Like, I don't have rich relatives, you know? I don't have credit anymore. You know, my wife is contributing absolutely as much as she possibly can with the hours that she's being given at her job, which are not great hours. She wants more hours. She wants better hours, and she can't get them. We're doing our best here, you know? But no, there's nothing to really fall back on. What can I say? There's nothing. What can I do? Right? I don't know. I don't know what to say. Oh, shit. Have I updated the Patreon rewards yet? No, I'm not. Because I've been working on everything else this month. I've been trying to, you know, keep things together, make ends meet, and also, I've been trying to get other things for the short term here on the streams, like getting the better Twitch TV emotes, setting up the poll and thing. By the way, I should bring this up because I totally forgot about this. The Retro Replay poll is in effect. It is. The Retro Replay poll is in effect. If you would like to vote on the games for the upcoming Retro Replay, you can do so. Alright? By typing ! Retro Replay into the stream chat, it'll bring up the link by which you can jump to my website and you can vote. Now, let me tell you, because I have the games determined here. Let me grab the list because I forgot to bring it over here. Oops. Okay. Alright, so here is the list of games that are eligible for the Retro Replay event. You can vote for more than one, by the way. I want to emphasize that. It's not you can only vote for one game. You can vote for more than one game. Alright, now the way it works is whatever game wins the poll will be played in a marathon event that will likely either be at the very end of May or early June. And then that game will also become a regular playthrough. Much like I'm doing exactly today with Mass Effect. Okay? The same exact thing will happen with this Retro Replay game. Fair enough? Alright, so here are the games that are eligible. Ready? Witcher 3, Uncharted 2, God of War 3, Fallout New Vegas, Ninja Gaiden the NES version, Alan Wake, and Resident Evil 6. Now, I can see why these games were nominated. Alright, let me give you my take on each one. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, one of my most epic RPG playthroughs of all time. I played it in detail. I did tons of side content. I felt not only was the main story exceptionally good, but I also felt that the side content in a lot of ways was just as meaningful as the main storyline. It was that damn good. I loved every moment that I played it. Now keep in mind, this was, 6 years ago, and the graphics and everything were good for the time. I'm sure today they'll probably be dated. But man, it was a great game at the time. Okay? Uncharted 2. Uncharted series is amazing. Let's be honest here. The Uncharted series is quite good. Uncharted 2 was the first new Uncharted game that I had played back in the day when it first came out. And I was, went, grabbed it at midnight release, ran home, hooked up my camera setup. Back then it was a camera pointed at the TV. It wasn't direct capture, right? And I basically really, really enjoyed the game, but I sucked at it. I remember sucking at it because I didn't really play Uncharted on a regular basis. I also remember the visual and audio quality was terrible because it was a camera pointed at the TV, and half the time you couldn't even tell what was going on screen because of the contrast and stuff that was changing. All right, but I remember the game being very good. I just only played it once. That was it. God of War 3. Now this was a legendary playthrough of mine. This was the first major God of War game I had ever played for YouTube. At the time, I was a much different kind of content creator. I wasn't taking anything seriously at all. I completely dicked around this playthrough. I don't think I even upgraded the weapons. I think I played with the base weapons the entirety of the fucking game because I was like, oh, look how easy this game is. I don't even need to upgrade anything, right? And I remember making stupid jokes about Roseanne Barr having sex with Aphrodite. Like, really dumb shit, okay? So going back and playing God of War 3 fairly this time, actually taking it seriously, upgrading and everything, could be pretty interesting. All right? Fallout New Vegas. I think this one kind of speaks for itself. Fallout New Vegas is a game that, you know, narrative-wise, one of the best open-world RPGs of all time, in my opinion. I really absolutely love the narrative of the game. Gameplay-wise, they refined the gameplay to make playstyles more viable from Fallout 3. For example, you can actually do a melee build and not suck ass the entire game like in Fallout 3. Okay? So, I think replaying New Vegas is a no-brainer. People loved my playthroughs of that game over the years and would absolutely love to see it again, right? So, that's a good one. Ninja Gaiden on the NES. That's a game that I played back in the day. I couldn't beat it. I got to the final level. The final level makes you play the entire stage from start to finish with 0 checkpoints. You have to beat a ridiculous, endless wave of enemies. And then once you do that, once you defeat them all, you have to fight the boss all in one go. And if you die, you start at the beginning. It's pretty fucking insanely difficult. It is. It's over the top, crazy, insanely difficult game. However, it's short. So if Ninja Gaiden actually won, likely what I would end up doing is playing Ninja Gaiden during the marathon and then likely doing another game too. There's no way Ninja Gaiden would be a full playthrough. Like, it's too short. That game could be beaten in like 3 hours. Okay? Alan Wake. Another game that back in the day was an epic playthrough of mine. It was one of the first kind of thriller, suspense, horror games that I had played a full playthrough for on YouTube. So many memes and jokes came out of it. And it was my first kind of exposure to that kind of game. People would say, oh, it's like Twin Peaks. I was like, what's Twin Peaks? And then I went and watched the whole Twin Peaks series and absolutely loved it. So, really cool game. The problem, I will say this. I know that game gets tedious in the second half. Like, the second half of the game really gets kind of, man, will this game ever end? There's so many of the same enemies, you know. But the story's great. Great atmosphere. The other thing is, when I first played Alan Wake, again, it was camera. On the TV, it looked like shit. Like, it really looked bad. Because there's light and dark contrast and everything. You need the flashlight. You can't see anything. With my old camera, half the time, the playthrough was you couldn't see shit. That was one of the ones that back in the day I got a lot of complaints about. They were like, man, the playthrough's good, but I really wish I could see more. And people were very upset about that. Okay? And then Resident Evil 6. Alright? Interesting that people would pick this at this time. So Resident Evil 6, I did a full co-op playthrough with John Rambo at launch. And quite frankly, I loved the game. Not for being a Resident Evil game. I loved the game because I thought it was an excellent co-op shooter with some horror elements. But it definitely didn't feel like survival horror. It felt like they had changed the franchise to be something completely different, which they did. I mean, let's face it. It really isn't survival horror in any term of the word. Okay? But again, 2012, this was before I did direct capture, okay? This was before live streaming. It was before any of that. So, to play that game now, direct capture, live streaming, by the way, it's one of the longest Resident Evil games ever made. It's like 20 hours long. It's significantly longer than most of any of the modern Resident Evils. And that's not even having to replay it, because the game has 3 separate campaigns you play. You know, I think it would be a fun playthrough, especially now that we're playing the more modern Resident Evil games, 7, and I just finished 8, obviously. This would be an interesting playthrough, because you'll get to see what happened right before. A lot of people don't even remember the events of Resident Evil 6, because the game was kind of panned at release. Later on, it actually gained some sales success when it was sold at a discount. Not full price, but when they started, oh, let's sell this at half price, all of a sudden people started buying it again. And it actually did make a profit over time, but Capcom kind of saw it as a failure, which is why they redesigned the game from the ground up for Resident Evil 7. Okay? So anyway, those are your games. Witcher 3, Uncharted 2, God of War 3, Fallout New Vegas, Ninja Gaiden on the NES, Alan Wake, and Resident Evil 6. People are going to be voting as of right now. The poll is live. Just type ! Retro Replay into the stream chat. Okay? All right. Let me continue with shout-outs. Give me a second here. I'm going to put the list back over on my desk here. Okay. All right. All right, so just a reminder. If you'd like to contribute and help me out today, please tip me or pledge to my Patreon. You can tip me by typing ! Tip into the stream chat. It'll bring up the link to do so. Or you can pledge to my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. I will periodically be checking that Patreon to see if anyone actually pledges today, and if they do, I will give you a shout out for being a new pledgee. Okay? All right. So continuing on, Commander Super Blind Man has tipped me $30. Thank you so much, Super Blind Man, for the contribution. He says, my name is Commander Super Blind Man. This is my favorite stream in the Citadel. Have fun and best of luck today. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. And let's get you up on the leaderboard here. Let's update this. Just a reminder again, guys. If any kind of trolling activities happen, if this stream gets false claims against it and gets taken down and I have to try to get it back up by hitting the DMCA department. By the way, I should say this. The DMCA department at Twitch has gotten much better. They respond within a few hours now. It used to be like it takes a day. They respond within a few hours of you sending a counter notice, and they get everything undone. So even if something does happen and the stream gets taken down by trolls, hopefully I will be able to get it right back up with no issues. Okay? And in the meantime, if we have to move over to YouTube, I will do so. I don't want to. Obviously, I want to keep streaming here. But if I have to scoot over there temporarily today, that is the backup plan. Just to forewarn everyone. All right? Good enough? Okay. Diocletian60 has tipped me $150. Thank you so much, Diocletian. He says, look on the stream goal, Philip. Thank you, Diocletian. So that is both the last tip and the biggest tip. Diocletian60. And as you can see, all right, the leaderboard's already getting quite lengthy. All right, so Gabe Horn is awesome. All right, that's going to jump us all the way up to $198 in tips. So, yes, I am going to be wearing a vest. And already it's been determined people were dying to see the platinum vest today. So, I will be wearing the platinum vest. It shouldn't be an issue because I'll have the air conditioner on. In fact, it's not on right now, but I'm going to be turning it on in just a moment. Once the pre-stream ends, I'll close the door. Jasper's laying on the floor right now, but Jasper will leave the office. I'll turn it on, and we'll get started here. And I'll get the office cooled down, then I should be able to wear the platinum vest no problem today. Okay? All right. Shout out to Dar, who tipped me $10 and says, I love show those thugs on the floor. Thank you very much, Dar, for a $10 tip. That is the latest tip. Let's get that on the leaderboard. Hopefully we will have... I mean, I remember specifically when the thugs on the flow moment happens. It's relatively early on in the game, actually. It's, I don't have money to do it. 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 Citadel when that happens, so... Very nice. Andre the DJ is here. He tipped me $3.69 and says, here's hoping for a Cortez appearance. Maybe Shepard and Cortez can put aside their frustration. Well, Cortez is not in the game till Mass Effect 3. I will eventually be playing Mass Effect 3. I guess I should clarify this because people have been asking. So here's how we're handling this, okay? We're obviously starting at the beginning. Mass Effect 1. That's what I'm starting up today. And this is a full playthrough that will be happening and continuing over the course of the next week or so, maybe 2 weeks, dependent, because I'm going to be balancing this with Returnal and other stuff. Okay? Excuse me. So, full playthrough of Mass Effect 1. Now, you repeal. Mass Effect 1 had one major DLC. This DLC came out after the game already was out, and most people had beaten it. So it's basically a standalone DLC that kind of opens up in the campaign, and you can do it. I believe what it is there's a spaceship that shows up, and you can interact with it. So if it actually occurs during the course of the playthrough, yes, I'll do that DLC, but I'm not sure exactly. The DLC didn't exist. I did it later on, okay? But I absolutely will consider playing the DLCs that are in it, you know, if they're available in this edition, which you would think they would be. Okay? Now, Mass Effect 2. I just played it last year, right? I just played it last year. So I'm not playing that again. Why would I do another playthrough of Mass Effect 2 when a year ago I did the full thing? By the way, I did like a completionist run. I maximized all the loyalty of all my teammates. I had them all survive at the end of the game. So I'm not going to be playing that again. But I will be playing Mass Effect 3. And you may say, well, then how are your choices going to carry over? You can just import them. You know, you could just say, oh, this choice happened, this choice happened. I could just manually make those big decisions, and it's not going to be a big deal. The truth of the matter is, the Mass Effect trilogy, as much as it pretends like your choices in the games matter, they really don't. By the end of Mass Effect 3, none of your choices actually affect the ending. That was one of the biggest things that people complained about with the end of Mass Effect 3, was that people were saying, what happened? We've played an entire trilogy of games. We had all these intricate, let's try that again. Intricate, choices that were made. Oh man, I want this to happen. Maybe if I save the Rachni instead of killing them in Mass Effect 1, maybe they'll come back for a plot line in Mass Effect 3. Maybe if I make Anderson a leader at the Citadel, this will affect things in Mass Effect 2. And the truth is, it barely ever makes any difference. Usually there's a new line of dialogue.
How dumb they
You know what
are.
I mean? Like, there's nothing significant. So all those promises that BioWare made over the course of the trilogy don't really pay off when you finally finish it. And that's why people were so disappointed with the endings of Mass Effect 3. They're like, Jesus, I did all this trilogy of games over the course of like 5 years, and you couldn't have any payoff for it, right? So, that being said, Mass Effect 3, I am going to play it, but it doesn't matter that I'm not playing Mass Effect 2. If it asks for, oh, what did you do with this choice, that choice? Obviously, I can just import or make those arbitrary decisions at the beginning of the playthrough. Am I going to play Mass Effect 3 as soon as I beat Mass Effect 1? I don't know, because I don't actually know the time frame that it's going to take me to complete Mass Effect 1. You see what I'm saying? We'll see. If I happen to beat Mass Effect 1, there's not a ton of other games coming out at the time, then yes, I'll probably play Mass Effect 3. But let's say we're in June and tons of new releases are coming out and everything. No, then the new releases, all right, the new releases are going to take priority. Fair enough? I added an extra O. I did. Where did I add an extra O? What are you talking about? Andre the DJ. I didn't add an extra O anywhere, right? I guess I'm misreading. You must have been talking to somebody else. Okay, continuing on. Jez Spirit tipped me $3, is doing my part for the troops. Well, thank you, Jez Spirit. I appreciate this very much. And again, what I want to tell you guys is, a day like today, it's going to be a very long day. It's going to be a very long marathon, all right? Don't feel bad if you're like, man, I want to contribute, but I can only give, a buck or something. Dude, everything helps. Don't ever feel bad. Ever. If you can't contribute at all, that's okay. And don't feel bad if I can only give like a... Don't ever feel bad. You don't ever have to say, oh, this is all I can do, I'm sorry. No, listen. This is how crowdfunding works. A lot of people give a little bit, it adds up, and that's how we can get past, challenges like this. So, thank you so much, Jez Spirit, for that $3 tip. Continuing on. Murdoch has tipped me $100. Thank you so much, Murdoch. He says, Captain Anderson is waiting for you on the Normandy, Commander. I'm sure he is. Thank you very much, Murdoch. That's how it starts. Thank you very much, Murdoch, for a very generous contribution. Jumps us up to $314 so far. We're at 10% already. We haven't even booted the game, and we're at 10% of our goal for the day. Thank you for that support so far, everybody. That's certainly a good start, okay? And I get the feeling we will have people joining us over the course of the day, dropping in, right, to enjoy. Should be a good time. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this as well. I'm well aware that today, because this event is happening, right, there's going to be a lot of trolling. Please be lenient with the moderators. Please be understanding that the trolling is going to happen. The moderators are a lot of them have committed to being here over the course of today. They're going to do their absolute best to help out. All right? There's nothing we could do about it. The trolls will be here. There will be people restreaming me. There's nothing you can do about it. It's okay. Shout out to all the restreamers out there who are probably going to try to make this way more dramatic than it's really going to be. Big shout out. Big ups to the restreamers. How you doing? Go ahead, make fun of me. Right? This, at least today, if you're making fun of me for what's going on, it's something that's public and something that's warranted. Oh no, someone's not illegally restreaming you. Oh no. You're not insulting my family. You're not, you know what I mean? It's a little different. Today, Again, I don't like doing this. I want to have a normal stream. This is an emergency thing that I have to do. It sucks ass, but it is what it is. Okay? So, yes, it's going to happen. We understand there's nothing can be done about it. Please don't bring it up. I don't need people to go, oh, did you know this guy's streaming you and said this, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Oh, did you know the video came out today about you and blah, 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 blah. I don't care. We don't care about that shit. We're here to have fun with games and have a good interactive time. That's it. I don't give two shits about each person individually saying and doing negative things about me. If I did, I would never have time to actually have any kind of positivity with my audience. It would just be me focusing on negative shit said about me constantly. I don't care about that crap. I just don't. I can't. I can't be that kind of person who focuses on that crap anymore. Alright? I hope you guys understand that. Okay? Yes, every once in a while it gets to me, like the other night on Twitter, and then I said, what am I doing? This is incredibly stupid. Why did I do that? And I deleted it all. And now I feel like, I'm not going to let that shit get to me. I'm just going to have fun with games today, alright? Alright? Now, does anyone have any other things they want to talk about? Anything else quickly to discuss? I've already done shout-outs to all the contributions that have come in, so I think that we're good in that regard. But any final topics? Is there anything I forgot? Is there any news today people want to talk about? Let's try to get this out of the way, because once I focus on Mass Effect, I want to kind of, at least at the very beginning of the game, I want to be very focused on it. Alright, people want to know my opinion on what happened with Boogie. Alright? People want to know my opinion about this. Okay? Now, understand something. I don't know the full situation of what really happened. From my knowledge, back in September, I believe it was, someone who I guess is an online troll of Boogie showed up at his house, I guess. And I guess Boogie pulled a gun on him, I guess, is what happened. And I guess what happened is apparently he actually fired a shot that was a warning shot. Now, I don't know where he shot it. I don't know if he shot at the guy, if he shot into the air. I don't know the details of any of it. I don't. I didn't follow this crappy drama. I don't care about the crappy drama. All I know is this is pretty scary to think that people are showing up at your house, right? Like, obviously, I don't think anyone's going to condone the fact that someone actually showed up at a content creator's house. I think we can all collectively agree no one should be doing that. Unless you're actually invited, all right? You should not be going to anyone's house at all, all right? Now, this happened in September. Apparently, this was, like, recorded and was put on the internet. Like, immediately, this was recorded and put on the internet. And it was a meme and everything. Like, I saw memes about it and everything back in September. I didn't know what the hell it was supposed to be. I was just kind of shrugging, like, I don't really get it. I guess, this shitty situation for everyone. Hopefully it doesn't amount to anything. We heard nothing about it for how many months? I mean, this is September, so October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. It's been 8 months. 8 months. Okay? Apparently, he got arrested this week. This week. Let me say that again. This week he got arrested. Huh? This happened in September. It was live on the internet moments after it happened. Okay? And it didn't actually... He didn't get arrested till now? I'm very confused. And again, listen. I don't know. What do I do? What actually happened. And that's why I can't really speak as, okay, this is a horrible thing, or this should have happened. To my knowledge, now this is just my common knowledge, you cannot discharge a firearm in a residential neighborhood at all, unless it is in self-defense. So if this is true, what happened, if this is true, and he actually fired this gun, whether it was into the air or at someone, it doesn't really matter. What do I do? Just discharging a firearm in a residential neighborhood is a crime, unless, again, you're defending yourself. Okay? So, it's confusing to me. Play the fucking game? Because it seems to me like this would have been a crime a year, like last year. And why all of a sudden, now, he's been arrested or gone to jail or whatever? I'm confused. I don't understand. Someone in the chat just said, well, he had a standing warrant, and he just decided to turn himself in. If he had a standing warrant, and the cops know where he lived, why didn't they go arrest him? Right? Like, That's confusing to me. If there was a warrant out for his arrest, why didn't they go arrest him? That's what happens. If there's a warrant for your arrest, you get arrested, right? I mean, again, I don't know what actually happened. I'm confused. To me, if a crime was committed, the crime was that he fired his weapon in a residential area. And that's illegal, again, unless you're defending yourself. You can't just discharge a weapon, okay? Even though, it was a warning shot, I felt threatened. You still can't do it, you know? So, that's all I know. Now, again, obviously, I don't know what really happened. Was the guy invited to his house or not? Why did he show up? Did Boogie genuinely feel threatened and felt like this guy was actually going to hurt him? I don't know. Okay? So, I just kind of shrug. I can't really speak to it because I don't really know what happened. So I can't really answer any, what do you think? I think it's a shitty situation. I don't think anyone should be going to any content creator's house. I don't think a content creator should be threatened that they have to pull a gun on anyone. This is a fucked up situation. I don't understand why, if this happened in September, why he just now got arrested. This is all confusing as shit to me. Seriously. So. But, there you go. I don't really have answers for anyone, alright? I don't really have an opinion because I don't really know the full situation. I do want to say Super Blind Man said something interesting. He said, can we give an accessibility shout out to Xbox? Hold on, because it's scrolling off my screen. I'm going to get it fully visible. He says, they've added full speech-to-text and text-to-speech support in Party Chat. It's only available to insiders right now, but it will be publicly launched soon. It's a tremendous accessibility for the deaf and hard of hearing community, and for those who wish not to use their voices in public chats due to harassment concerns. It's a real everyone wins situation. Well, I must applaud Xbox. Xbox and Microsoft in general have been adding some pretty interesting accessibility things over the years. If you remember, they were the ones who had that incredibly accessible controller where you could get all these different attachments and things for it for people with various disabilities so they could play video games. And that was amazing. That was a really huge breakthrough in the community for accessibility. And now this sounds even better. This is good. This is cool. This is good stuff. What I'm hoping is that,
are you a functional retard? I have to ask.
Most game studios will realize that accessibility is a huge thing. You know what irked me? And actually, I saw this over on Twitter. People were talking about it over the course of this last week. As much as I really enjoyed Resident Evil 8 Village, man, they screwed up the subtitles on that game. Those subtitles are almost impossible to read for anyone. Like, literally, you can't read them. Half the time, those subtitles, they don't have an outline around them. So you're trying to read them, and it's like skinny white text on snow. Oh, yeah, I can really read this. And they're also way too small. They're too small. They don't have a border or outline. They don't stand out. Subtitles done right are large or have size options, and you have the ability to put a background behind them so that way you can clearly read them, regardless of the fact that they're blocking a little bit of the screen. This is an important issue for people. And I was very disappointed that Capcom basically put in some pretty worthless subtitles in Resident Evil Village. Okay. Snow Carl tipped me $1.30 and says, if the trolling gets too bad, you can make me an auxiliary mod. Absolutely not. We'll be okay. Like I said, I got commitment from my moderators today.
The best way to help me out right now
will be by tipping me
at all times.
I feel
right now I'm really, really in a bad situation financially. So
we're probably gonna need slow mode today. I'm not gonna lie. We're probably gonna have to keep slow mode on because there's gonna be a high capacity of people in here over the course of the day, trolling and the like. And it's fine. It was to be expected. It is what it is. And I want to say in advance, thank you to the mod team. Thank you to those who've been here who are supporting me via helping with moderation. In particular, the two newcomers, Only Iced Coffee and Fee, who have been doing a great job the last couple of weeks.
I'm playing.
They're going to be sticking around as moderators. For the time being, it looks great. Like they're doing good work, and I definitely feel that they have earned their spot on the mod team. And Timbo, came back and he's been helping out, and of course everyone, Eternal Napalm, Swaggins, Ellipsian, everyone who's been hanging out recently and helping out with moderation is very much appreciated. Madara as well has been here a lot recently. This is off the top of my head, the people that have been in chat a lot recently. So, okay. Of course, King Goken. Yes, King Goken has been here as well. I apologize because, like I said, I'm just off the top of my head. I have many moderators that come in and out and help out whenever they can. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, unless anyone has anything final to say here, we will take a break. I will use the restroom, and we'll get ready for the start of the gaming marathon, Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Like I said, there will be limited breaks. This will be a break for me to use the bathroom, but after this, there'll be a very short break at one point, probably between 2 and 3 p.m. for me to probably use the bathroom. And then around 4:30 is my dinner break, where I'll take a half an hour to eat dinner with my wife. And then after that, it'll pretty much be, you know, playing until the end, probably like 7, 8 p.m. Maybe one other short break to use the bathroom in there or whatever. But yeah, we got a lot of gameplay ahead of us. A lot of Mass Effect fun coming up today. One final reminder, if you want to contribute and help out, please do. I absolutely need the help today. Alright, you can tip me by typing exclamation point tip into the stream chat. Or you can pledge to my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. I will be giving shout outs for tips, and I will be periodically checking in on the Patreon to see if anyone's pledging. If they do today, I will give them a live shout out on the stream. I don't know if I'll get a single new patron today, but if I do, great. Okay? Alright, is everyone good? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick break. When I come back, it is Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I'm very excited. I'll see you all in just a few. Do you want to play the fucking game? Oh, here we go. Now he's talking about WWE champions. So he's a piece of shit. You piece of donkey shit. How about this? How about this? WWE champions. Alright? WWE champions lives rent-free in your motherfucking head. I don't think about WWE champions. You do. You probably know way more about the fucking game than I ever will, because you're an idiot. You're an obsessed loser. I love Hulk Hogan's dick.
Business related, I still have it.
I live rent free in their heads 24/7. Very, very, very hypocritical. Someone please shut up this dude who's being a moron. I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills. We're soulmates.
I think all art and imagination at some point leads you to think about things that aren't true.
There's a sick motherfucker on the internet called Super Hound, whatever the fuck this idiot's name is.
For adapting to the world. I think that it's the job of the artist to push the boundaries of what we're comfortable with and to make us see things differently than we might otherwise see them. I think that having art is a cornerstone of a free society, and that artists help us to recontextualize things, to make connections that we might not otherwise make, and they're not always successful at it, but I think part of that is artists pushing the boundaries of the art itself. Asking the question, what is art and what is music and what are the limits? And we saw it in the Dadaist movement in painting, and we saw a kind of backlash against that with hyper-realism and photorealism. So in terms of evolution, I think we've evolved as a question-asking species. Questions have helped us to do things like harness the power of fire and discover the wheel and have agriculture and decode DNA and discover penicillin and all this stuff. And what you get out of that is music that many people find unlistenable, but it's part of the game.
Shit. I need that money. I really do. I need that money for my bills. I don't have money to do it. 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 I don't have money to do it.
Gentle whispers in the past.
Look what happened! And the game decides, oh, you're slightly off. No! Wait, look what happened! How? Oh no! Oh! What the fuck? Nothing I can do, it's gone for good. A simple misclick. Throw it into the fucking lava.
That sucks.
A simple misclick. Throw it into the fucking lava.
That sucks.
Alright, everybody. I'm back. And I'm ready to start. I hope you guys are excited. A full day of Mass Effect fun here
shut up
today.
this dude
Glasses
being
on.
a moron.
Thank you so much to everyone who supported so far.
The
Snow
Ziggy
Carl's the last
Piggy's
tipper
back!
we had here. But, Diocletian is the top tipper, $150. And currently we're at $315 out of our goal for the day. Excited for today. This should be a good stream. Now, I just turned on the air conditioning. I turned down the rockets because, number one, it's very stuffy in here. The sun came out. Number two, because I'm putting on this giant heavy vest, I think I need to be cool today. Okay.
Do you want to play the fucking game?
All right. Snowcrawl says check Patreon. Oh yeah. Let's see. Excuse me. Give it a refresh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Snowcarl has pledged to my Patreon. Thank you, Snowcarl, for pledging to my Patreon. He's officially the first person who actually pledged to my Patreon today. And as I told you guys, I will periodically be checking over the course of the day my Patreon, maybe like once an hour, to see if anyone actually pledges, and if they do, I will be giving them shout-outs. Okay? So thank you very much, Snowcarl, for the patron pledge. Much appreciated, man. A whale.
Did Ricky pledge? No, Ricky pledged yesterday. That was an example. I said Ricky had pledged. I'm going to give you an example of how I'm going to shout it out. Okay? Okay. Very nice. So let's get everything ready, started here. Again, very quickly. If something goes wrong today, if trolls affect this stream in any way, and I get DMCA takedown bullshit today because I tried last night and they failed, if it happens today, we're going to YouTube DSP Gaming as the backup. The stream will continue no matter what. Okay? Please, if you like the content, please tip me. Tipping is very important. I need to raise this goal today to pay my mortgage tomorrow, to pay my back tax payment in the next week, among other things. You know what? So please, if you can, please contribute. Or if you don't like tipping, you hate PayPal, please pledge to my Patreon. Patreon.com/darksidephil. All right. Now we can get started. Let me get the headphones on. Okay. I fantasized about... All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. I'm excited for this one, for sure. Oh, look at this. BioWare has a new opening splash screen. That's brand new, right? That's never been before. That was cool. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mass Effect Legendary Edition. We got... There's Joker in the background, ardently typing. Actually, it might not be Joker. It might be someone else. But that's kind of Joker's animation for when he types. Alright, I'm very excited, guys. Mass Effect is one of my favorite games of all time. And the fact that we're going to be able to play it now with modernized graphics, modern improvements...
I want to watch some faggot.
It's going to be quite sweet. The original Mass Effect is a great game, but admittedly has some bugs. Graphics at this point are massively outdated. The frame rate would dip a lot. Lots of issues with glitches and stuff.
You're a pill.
Apparently they have
it, because you're just going to waste our time again.
Revamped this game to play more like a modern game. Some of the things that used to be big hang-ups for people have apparently been improved in this collection. I'm very excited. Now, FYI, this collection is only available for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, but I am playing on PS5, so we may see some improvements such as better frame rate and better loading times, okay? Cool. Alright, so, let's jump right in. Mass Effect 1. One of the best things about this is the soundtrack. So even though there's a chance that likely every video of this will be claimed on YouTube, content ID claimed, I'm gonna play it with the soundtrack anyway. I don't care. I love the soundtrack of this game, seriously. Oh, I hit the credits? Oh, okay. I hit the credits. Here we go. Well, you don't want to watch the credits first? You don't mode on. Credit? What are you saying? All right, here we go. That's the Mass Effect loading screen right there. All right, press the any button. So I was right when I said it came out in 2007. I thought it did. I thought it was 2007.
So when I laugh,
so the reason that this game really means something to me is because this is a time in my life when I was diagnosed with a severe back injury, a extremely herniated disc in my lower back. And I used to be a competitive Street Fighter player. I would travel all around the country to play competitive Street Fighter. But because of my injury, it wasn't going to be possible anymore. I wasn't going to be able to drive. I wasn't going to be able to travel anymore. So I wanted to get back into console gaming. Mass Effect came out. It blew me away. I hadn't really focused on Mass Effect in a very long time. Excuse me, on video games in a very long time. And when Mass Effect came out, it blew my mind of what could happen in an RPG. Like, it was sci-fi, awesome graphics, characters that had excellent character development and meant something, meaningful dialogue choices, you know, excellent content. Like, really, seriously, the game was outstanding, and it, like, made me feel, like, so hopeful for what gaming would become in the future. And that's why, like, I played this game once, twice. I played, like, 3 times in a row because I love the game so much. Trying for different options. What would happen if I was Paragon, if I was Renegade, etc. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy to be able to share with you in 2021 a modernized playthrough of Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Let's jump in. That is some great music. Here we go. Alright, it is time to start a new career.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
All right. John Shepard, Jane Shepard, or make your own character. So this is the default Shepard. Oh, that's male. This is the default female. Now, in my original playthrough, when I first played this game, what I did is I took the default and I tweaked it to try to make it look a little bit like me. This time around, I'm just going to start over and just make a brand new character. All right? Custom male.
Please log in to access your profile.
Phil Shepard. All right. Here we go. Making the legend.
Warning, data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile. Confirm pre-service history.
Okay, so basically you choose your backstory. In reality, it doesn't affect much. It's a few dialogue choices and things in the game, but they hyped it at the time. They were like, oh, it's really going to affect things. It doesn't. So Spacer, both of your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations, and they transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following in your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18. So basically, a military family. Okay? Lunaba just tipped me $5. Said, dude, Mass Effect, I can't even describe the feeling. Here's some support. Thanks very much, Lunaba, for a $5 tip. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. You're the latest tipper. Okay. Thank you, sir. All right. So I got a banish roll. Hold on. There we go. Okay, colonist. You were born and raised in Mindor, or Mindor? I don't know how to say it. A small border colony in the Attican Traverse. When you were 16, slavers raided your colony, slaughtering your family and friends. You were saved by a passing Alliance patrol, and you enlisted with the military a few years later. Very different situation. Basically, by chance, you were saved by the Alliance, and that's why you enlisted. Earthborn. You were an orphan raised on the streets of the great megatropolises covering Earth. You escaped the life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the Alliance military when you turned 18. So very different. The Spacer is basically the only one that's normal, like a normal life, but it's a military life. The other two are basically terrible stories. Your family was murdered in one, and you were an orphan in the other, right? I don't know. I kind of feel that Spacer kind of is a little bit cookie cutter, generic, kind of Captain America-esque. So I think I'm going to go for colonist. I think you were a colonist somewhere. Slavers killed your family. The Alliance saved you, so you decided to enlist. Then we're going to go with that one.
Confirm.
I got a bonus experience points for lying.
All right, here we go.
Awesome.
So, here we go here. Sole survivor. During your service, a mission you were on went horribly wrong. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, you had to overcome physical torments and psychological stresses.
I don't have money to do it. 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 I don't have money to do it.
War hero. Early in your military career, you found yourself facing an overwhelming enemy force. You risked your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite the impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you medals and recognition in the Alliance fleet. Or, ruthless. Throughout your military career, you held fast to one basic rule. Get that job done. You've been called cold and calculating and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you. Even when failure's not an option, but when failure's not an option, the military always goes to you first.
So much work.
Okay? So, ruthless would be like, if you're definitely going to do a renegade playthrough with the bad choices, you definitely go for ruthless. Okay?
I did nothing
I would
wrong.
argue
I did
Soul
everything
Survivor
correct.
is more dramatic, probably more realistic. You went through a traumatic experience versus War Hero, where you somehow became this, this big, again, paragon, a leader of positivity, and everyone looks to you because you're like a tough ass guy. You know what? I think I'm going to do Soul Survivor for this playthrough. That's what I think.
Confirm military specialization.
Okay, people are telling move the camera. Doesn't matter where I move it, it's going to be blocking shit, just so you know. But I'll move it for now, at least, if people want to see the options. I think. So here, I'll move it down here. It's going to end up having to be moved again, I know it, but whatever. Okay. By the way, shout out to an anonymous tipper who tipped me $5, says, if parents let their kids have a digital babysitter in the form of video games, is that abusive parenting? Let me put it this way. If a parent absolutely refuses to parent their kid, and they do anything as a surrogate for parenting, whether that's television, music, video games, toys, whatever it may be, you know, yeah, that's abusive parenting. When you have a kid, you have responsibility to raise that child and not just have them sit in front of something else all day long, okay? That's part of being a parent, you know? But I'm not saying, I don't think that parents should have to 100% dedicate their entire lives to the kid fully. Like, a parent should have the ability to have their own life as well, their own interests, and obviously a personal relationship with that's all part of the family unit, you know what I mean? But at the same time, no, it shouldn't be you ignore the kid constantly, you know? I have absolutely no idea what that has to do with this stream, though. Okay, so here's our classes that we can choose from. Soldiers are combat specialists ideal for the front lines of a firefight. They have improved health. They can specialize in the use of all weapon types. They start with the
Ziggy Piggy is here.
In the use of heavy armor. Now, if you're wondering what the hell that means, Mass Effect 1 is more like an RPG than a shooter. There's armor types, and certain character classes can only wear certain armor types or can learn to equip better armor types. And these starter classes will determine what we can do from the get-go of the game. Future Mass Effect games, not so much. In fact, in future Mass Effect games, it doesn't affect anything at all. There's no armor like this you find. There's no loot. Instead, it's kind of like you buy the better stuff.
If I get down on my hands and knees and say thank you and still be on camera,
it's very different. Basically, over the course of the trilogy, they turned this game into more of a casualized shooter to appeal to more of the masses as the series became more popular. When they started with Mass Effect 1, they basically wanted it to be like an RPG, and people, I guess, felt it was too... You couldn't do as much as you wanted. Like, what if you always wanted to use a sniper rifle, but you happen to pick a class at the beginning that can't use it? Like, ah, shit, right? So that's why they made it more open. So, engineer. Engineers are tech specialists using the holographic Omni tool. They can decrypt security systems, repair or modify technical equipment, disrupt enemy weapons or shields, and heal their squad. Engineers can only wear light armor, and they specialize in pistols. So, really good abilities. You can negate the shields, heal your squad, good stuff, but you're pretty much weak with weapons. Kind of sucks. An adept. Adepts are biotic specialists. Through upgradable implants, they use biotic powers to lift or throw objects, shield the squad, and disable or destroy enemies. Adepts can only wear light armor, and they specialize in pistols. Alright? So, an adept is going to have all the fun magic, even though there's no such thing as magic. It's supposed to be like psionic abilities. Make the enemy float, and everyone can just wail on them. You know, throw the enemy across the screen. It's pretty good. I'm strongly considering an adept, but let's keep going. Infiltrator. Infiltrators combine combat and tech abilities to specialize in killing or disabling enemies at long range. Infiltrators are trained to use Omni tools, focusing on decryption and offensive abilities rather than healing. They can specialize in pistols or sniper rifles and wear medium armor. Okay. Sentinel. Sentinels combine biotic and tech abilities.
I always should win.
Typically, they use biotic abilities and advanced healing skills to defend allies, so they can also disrupt opponents with biotic or tech attacks. They're more efficient at tech and biotics than other classes, but at the expense of combat. Sentinels can only wear light armor and receive no specialized weapon training whatsoever. So, the Sentinel is a buffer. He's the one who's going to support the team, give you shields, heal the team, but not going to be able to do effective damage.
Do you want to play the fucking game?
Vanguard. Vanguards are biotic warriors. They combine biotics and weapons to take down opponents and are especially deadly at short range. They specialize in pistols and shotguns and wear medium armor. Alright? So I would say probably either going to do Adept or Vanguard. Now if I do Adept, I'm going to have sick ass abilities by the end of the game. I remember some of the fucking abilities of the biotics are crazy good. But if I do Vanguard, it'll be more of a hybrid. Yeah, I think the thing is, I think I'm going to do Vanguard, and here's why. Because they can wear the medium armor. If I'm an Adept, it'll be good because I'll be able to shield the party and then immediately do like crazy abilities. But I'm basically kind of like very weak. I'm only going to have light armor. I'm not going to have a lot of defense. I'm going to go for Vanguard.
Confirm facial identification.
Now let's work on this, huh? Look at all these. So this preset that you see right here, the default preset, is basically what I went with in my first playthrough. But what I did is I tweaked it to kind of look like myself back then. I had a crew cut. I didn't have a beard. I'm going to change it now, obviously, to make it look like me. Now, can we actually get a beard like mine? Well, that's it, but you can't even really see it. Like, actually, isn't that my hair right there? I think that was it. Spiky. Yeah, that's my hairstyle right there, right? So the beard, if I can make the beard dark, but I don't know if you can. You gotta make it as dark as possible, like that. What sucks is it's not very thick or full. It's just like it's a very thin beard, right? Well, that's fine, because everyone makes fun of me. Everyone says that my beard is always thinning or patchy, so maybe he should have a patchy beard too, right? Oh wait, look. Well, that's similar too. Let's see. I gotta get rid of those facial scars because they're very annoying. Oh no! No!
Facial identification.
No, don't finalize. Yeah, I don't want any scars. Get rid of that. Okay, that's better. I guess that's the closest, you know. I guess it's the patchy beard. We'll go with the patchy beard, right? All right, very nice. Okay, now we gotta change the change the head. So you have to use one of these default facial shapes. And of course, I'm basically translucent. I have absolutely no skin pigmentation at all, so I have to be translucent, right? Like, look at my webcam and look at the color of his skin. What's closest here? That right there. That's the closest right there. Alright, complexion. Oh, you can change the complexion, huh? Oh, there we go. I'm old and wrinkly. That looks just like me, an old and wrinkly man. Well, he's got pock marks on. I don't have pock marks on my face. Yeah, I don't want the pock. I guess this one. Because I don't want pock marks. Yeah. We'll do the middle complexion. Alright, head. Oh, I need a nice thick head. A nice big, swollen, thick head. That's what I need. Okay. It's Tevin's fault. Alright, so Gabe Horn is awesome. I don't know what this is changing. Right? I can't even tell what that's changing. Oh, there's the neck? Oh, the neck widthness. Look at the Alright, I don't have a super thick neck. I have a decent neck. Okay. Face size. A giant face. I have a sufficiently big face. Cheek width. My cheeks, of course, they shoot off the side of my face and hit people as I walk by them. They actually knock people over. No. Actually, I don't think I have very big cheeks, right? My cheeks aren't huge. No. Cheekbones. Go with that, I guess. Cheek gaunt. Kind of swollen cheeks. Yes, that's fine. Ear size. I have giant Dumbo ears that flap, and I actually fly using my ears. So we have to be sure to have that correct. That's fine. It's decent. It doesn't matter. Who fucking cares about the ear size? Ear orientation. Here you go. Big flapping Dumbo ears. My ears are pretty flat to my head. That's fine. Okay. Eyes. Hello, Turtle Dude. How are you today? Good to see you. Alright. Eye shape. Oh, boy. I don't know. What is my eye shape? I have no idea what my eye shape is. Do I have squinty eyes? Do I? Or do I have... I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I'll go with this. Eye height. I guess I'm kind of in the middle. I don't know. Alright, eye width. That's me. My eyes are straight.
What do I do?
Fine, I guess. Eye depth. Oh, the bug eyes.
What do
Those
I
stick
do?
out of your head, right? Woo! Or sucked in. Sucked into my head all the way. I don't know. I don't think mine are sunken in, but I don't think I have bug eyes either, so it's probably somewhere in the middle. The blackest eyes? I have the blackest eyes. That's correct. Brow depth. No, my eyebrows actually jut out really far. So actually I should have that go out as far as I can. Yeah, my eyebrows jut out really far. Brow height. Go like that. And iris color should be brown. Dark brown. So probably right there. Alright, that looks nothing like me, by the way, but okay. Jaw. That looks nothing like me at all. Chin height. I don't have a super deep chin, do I? It's pretty small, actually. Smaller chin, but chin depth. My chin... I have no idea. Chin width. Let's do a narrow chin. I don't know. I don't know what this looks like. Okay. Snow Carl, I'm well aware that there's no panel that says my tips link. That was the false DMCA claim that I got. You have to do the tip command to bring up the link, dude. I know, it's annoying as fuck. I had a false DMCA claims last night against my channel art of all things. And this morning I had to set up other stuff. I didn't have time to put the panels back. So you gotta type exclamation point tip. Okay? Yeah, it sucks. Okay. Jaw width. A giant chunky jaw. There we go. Mouth. That one looks like he's smiling. I have no idea. I'll go with that because I have no clue. Mouth depth. Go with that. Mouth width. It's gonna take forever. No, you can use the tip command. The problem is that people are spamming it constantly. And when you spam it constantly,
The Ziggy Piggy is here.
It's only supposed to be posted like once a minute.
It's been pretty slow.
Not gonna lie. See, the tip command just worked right there. See that? Okay.
Tit.
Look at those pouty lips. Now, we all know I have giant lips, right? Like this.
Do you want to play the
Go with
fucking
that. I'll
game?
fight. Great. It still doesn't look anything like me. It still doesn't look anything like me at all. No shape. That right there? Either that... Actually, that's close, isn't it? Maybe a little too pointy? I'd argue that's close. It's a little... I think it's a little too long.
Tiger,
It's too long and pointy, right? See, that's... It goes too high up. Maybe that? Well, Super Scuba, thanks for the fake 9-month resub. He's a 9-month sadly first sub-anniversary without a crown. Be able to listen to DSP Gaming. I cannot attend the entire stream. Yes, this will all be uploaded to DSP Gaming after the stream. I guess that's close. I don't know. I don't know. Is that close or not? I have no idea. I'm gonna go with this, I think.
What do I do? What do I do?
I'm just gonna go with that. It's good enough.
What do I do?
Alright, hair we did, scar we did. That's it. That's me. Does it look like me? Not really. Not really.
What do I do?
Alright. We're good? Pear Shape just hit me $1.30. Says, what's the best Shrek movie?
What do I
I'd probably
do?
go with one. One is the classic, right? I actually don't really remember the plots of many others but one. I saw them all, but only one really resonates, so I'll say one. Shrek 1. There you go. Alright, we didn't waste that much time making a character. I thought we'd be here for at least 7-8 hours. And this would be the majority of the stream.
Can't jump. It's too delayed.
No, we did it. We made our Phil Shepherd. He looks terrible, just like me. And now we can finalize. Actually, I want to mess with that nose one more time. One more time. What about this one? Alright, we're going with that. Looks terrible. Finalize.
Profile reconstruction
Here I am.
complete.
I'm in the game. I'm in the game. I'm ready. Phil Shepherd, the colonist, sole survivor, and a vanguard. Alright, we're going to begin. Get ready. It's literally me. Like, it's the spitting image of me. Right? Looks exactly like me. It's me. It's like my head was taken off of my body and glued onto this character. I can't believe it. Alright, let's do it.
Identification confirmed.
Alright, so here's the thing. Let's see what happens here. In classic mode, the original 1 to 60 level range will be used instead of the new 1 to 30 level range. XP and talent points progression remains the same, but the number of levels is doubled. So legendary mode is new. It's totally new. They've made this different. See that? Now, normal, veteran, hardcore, insanity. I think I'm going to do... Yeah, I'm going to do veteran. Bosses scale up on the player's level. Some enemies have special protection. I'm going to do veteran. We're going to go one level up. Okay? So I will challenge myself a little bit. I don't want write off criticism. I want to pick my
immediately. It's stupid.
Subtitles on by default.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
You know?
Yes.
Squad power use. None defense all. They will only use defensive powers to protect themselves or others. Let's do this, and then what you can do, you can manually tell your squad to do attacks. In
You'll not hear
previous
any complaints from me now.
games, basically you couldn't do that. Like, this is really the only one. After this, it changes a little bit. By Andromeda, you can't even control your squad anymore. They do whatever they want. But in this one, you could tell them manually to do abilities. So I'm going to go with defensive. And autosave on, that sounds good. Andre the DJ, it's to me $2.86 as a mirror image. Yes, that's definitely a mirror image of me. The spitting image, right? Looks exactly the same as me.
I got a bonus experience points for lying. That's awesome.
Okay, thank you, Andre the DJ, for the tip. I appreciate that. That gets us up to $328. All right. Finally. After a half an hour of character customization.
Couldn't do anything. See, I can't do anything reaction. It's garbage.
The only bummer is you can't really select a voice. That would be cool.
I love Hulk Hogan's dick.
Can't.
Well, what about Shepard? He grew up in the colonies.
He knows how tough life can be out there. His parents were killed when slavers attacked Mindwa.
Oh, Captain Anderson.
He saw his whole unit die on a cruise. He could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars.
It's me!
Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
All right. In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis for the incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space and time. They called it the greatest discovery in human history. The civilizations of the galaxy call it Mass Effect. There you go. Hope you gaming. This is a full $60. Is a PS4, Xbox One only, and it is all 3 games included. So it's 3 games for the price of one, basically.
In range.
Oh man, seeing this, dude, seeing this modernized graphics and 60 frames is crazy. 60 frame Mass Effect 1.
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector.
Damn, it looks very different. It's so cool.
All stations.
It's also on PC. Okay, I didn't know that. It's on PC as well. Out of the way, asshole! I'm trying to get to the bridge.
Board is green.
Oh yeah, I look great. I look so bad. He looks terrible. That's great. He looks so bad. The music is so epic.
Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Woo! Warp speed.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal
Very nice.
mission sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
Oh, Nihilus. It looks nothing like me at all.
Nihilus gave you a compliment.
Oh, that's Kaiden. Never mind.
So you hate
Remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just
Oh my
jumped
God,
this
look how
way across
ugly
the
he
galaxy
is.
And hit a target the size of a pin. So that's incredible. Besides, specters are trouble.
My
I don't like
laugh
having
sounds
them
like
on board.
ack. So when I
Totally
laugh, I go,
paranoid.
I know, specters are dicks.
Or
Screw
the
them.
council helped fund this project.
Does that sound
they
like
have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their
No,
investment.
it sounds nothing like that at
Yeah,
all.
that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
Nah. So I agree, you're overreacting or cut the chatter. I gotta figure out where I want to put the camera now. I don't know where I'm gonna move it, because this is gonna block dialogue options. We'll figure it out anyway. So you're overreacting.
You always expect the worst.
Well, bad feelings are an occupational hazard. But we don't go anywhere unless there's a good reason, so what are we doing here?
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance Brass before we
Meow.
prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
Is he upset? I heard you made him mad. I heard.
I'm on my way.
Is it me or does the Captain always sound a little pissed off?
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Saving content. Oh my God. Look at my character. Oh my God, his head is so bad. It looks just like me. It's hideous. It's absolutely disgusting. Wow. Again, Mass Effect in 60 frames. I am not used to this. This is very different from the Mass Effect that I remember. Some of the textures look terrible, right? Like some of them look like this like very old textures, but you can talk to Kaiden. Oh yeah, Kaiden. You can talk to everyone here. Shout out to Garrus Vicarian. Just to me $7.07 as I finished calibrating, so here's some credits. Thank you, Garrus. We haven't met you yet in the game, but you will be coming soon. Thank you very much. Let's add that to the running total. Thank you, guys. $335 and counting. Thank you for the support today. We're just getting started, right? Very nice. Thank you, guys.
Are you a functional retard? I have to ask.
Kaiden.
You probably don't want to keep the captain waiting, Commander.
Oh, Joker?
The Captain's waiting for you in the comm room, Commander.
What's weird is their voice volume is like lower now. You notice that? Captain K-Man says you can look at options in the photo mode. Let's take a look. Actually, what are the options of the game? Graphics. Motion blur on, film grain on. Some people don't like the film grain. Resolution, favorite quality or favorite frame rate? I'll favor quality only because I feel because we're playing this on PS5.
What do I do?
Should be able to handle high quality. So we're gonna leave it at that. Sound. All the volumes are max. We may have to adjust that later. Calibration. Brightness. For now, I guess we'll keep it on default.
What do I
Seems
do?
All right. Right. Okay. Gameplay weird. All right, we're good. Okay. And by the way, you can save pretty much whenever you want.
What do I do?
Save up.
I want to take the field.
Turn off the blur. It hurts FPS and looks bad. Well, we'll find out. Let's see.
Inspector, they're always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged right along with them.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
Presley, got something to say?
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Heard you arguing.
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down in engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
All right, what do you mean?
Think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre?
I suck.
A Turian Spectre on a shakedown run.
Is it just me, or I don't see film grain? Am I blind? I don't see film grain in the graphics, right? I don't know. Timbo Slice says, I noticed a lot of HD remakes, the voice audio is lower. I guess it shows how bad audio was. But yeah, I mean, I think what it is, you know, they go to the original samples
What an idiot.
of audio, and sometimes they're not as high quality as they wish they were, right? Alright, anyway.
Wow, what a moron.
The Spectre.
You shouldn't
You
have
don't
stood
trust
still. Paid attention,
I don't like
dumbass.
Turians in general. It runs in my family.
No, you're a
My
racist.
grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board. Especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
Yeah, that's right. Basically, Spectres can do whatever they want. They have the authority to kind of override governments and jurisdictions, and basically they have overall authority by the Council, which is basically a group of races. All the alien races kind of agree to make certain people the Spectres. So it's kind of scary because, like, wow, if the Spectre is doing a good job, great, but what if they, like, they're really throwing their weight around, doing whatever they want, and they're not held accountable for anything, right? So that's why people are afraid of them. All right.
I'll see if I can get some answers.
So I got some experience for that. See that? You get bonus experience for having certain conversations.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
The Ziggy Piggy's back!
The captain's in charge.
I didn't do that.
Take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They
Yeah.
do whatever they want. Kill
Oh,
anyone
I gotta eat it. Gotta eat it. Eat the hype. Oh,
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with
Meow.
me patching up crew
I
members
think
in
someone
the
drove a
infirmary.
bulldozer through Just some condo in doctor. Connecticut. Relax, Jenkins.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool, even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
You'll do fine. It's just another mission. It says about Eden Prime.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins?
Oh, he
What's
is?
it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even paradise gets boring after a while.
Alright, we know why we're going there.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
So, Madman 5005 says the graphics are horrible. I'd rather save $60 to play the original. You do realize that these are the original graphics, just upscaled, right? Like, they didn't redo the entire graphical, thing of the game. I fantasized about. I mean, they upped the frame rate and everything, but obviously it's not going to look next gen or anything. All right, anyway, you'll do fine.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had, and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
Here you go. Be careful.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not going to screw this up.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
Paragon +2. So, all of your dialogue choices will either fill Paragon or Renegade. And the goal is to try to max one by the end of the game, because when you do, you get all these extra bonuses. Yeah. I can't run or anything right now. These doors don't open. Alright, here we are. Nihilus. Hello,
I
Baldy.
think
How are
someone
you
drove a
today? Good to see
bulldozer
you.
through Phil's condo in
DJ just
Connecticut.
hit me $2.86. He says, "Is there only one human that a Spectre must answer to? Colonel Sanders." What?
Commander Shepard.
I didn't know
hoping you'd
that.
be here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
Oh shit. Andre the DJ. Thank you, sir, for the tip. Now, when you say Colonel Sanders, you mean me as Colonel Sanders, right? That's right. You must all answer to me. That is correct. You hit it right on the head. All right. Okay, let's continue. Where's Anderson?
The captain said he'd meet me here.
He's on his way.
Tiger, tiger, tiger,
Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite
I was
beautiful.
completely worthless.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them.
What's your point?
If you've got something to say, just say it.
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place.
The best way to help me out right now and contribute is by tipping me, because right now I'm really in a bad situation financially, so all your tips are going straight to bills.
What's really going on?
That's obvious.
I already figured that out.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
So why the secrecy? Or you should have told me. Let's see. Why the secrecy? Here we go.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
Prothean?
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship
blocking his
drives.
face.
It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
All right. So basically what they're talking about is the mass relays, what we just used to jump and do a warp. Those aren't man-made. Those aren't even alien-made. Those were just there. And they were discovered by
incredibly
humanity
slow.
and basically jumped everyone's technology forward, and all these aliens now could interact with each other because they have a way to get into each other's galaxies and everything quickly once the mass relays were discovered. Now, apparently the mass relays were created by the Protheans, which is a race from 50,000 years ago that doesn't exist anymore. So with them saying, wow, we found a beacon from the Protheans, last time we found Prothean tech, everything changed about our life, so this could be a really exciting discovery. Okay. Why do we tell the council? You sound worried. Say you sound worried.
Are we expecting trouble?
I'm always expecting trouble.
It's none of anyone's
There's
business.
more, Shepard.
Can someone please shut up this
isn't
dude
just here
who's
to
being
protect
a moron?
He's also here to evaluate you.
Ah!
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Let's try this.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live.
A
particularly useful
What do I do?
That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
You put my name forward?
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species.
Play the
See
game
what
constantly
you have
to make
offer
money.
to
I'm
the rest
not.
of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the
fantasized
skills
about-
we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
Alright. You support this, Captain?
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Okay.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology. Even yours.
Right.
If we hadn't discovered
Everything.
those Prothean ruins